What does that sound like? I don't know. Anyways, we're back with another prediction video. This one's for UFC Fight Night 253. I think this is my third or fourth video. I'm sorry, my third or fourth Fight Night video. I think it's my fourth one. I could be mistaken, but this one is 253. Kape versus my guy Asu Almabayev. Man, what a good flyweight fight. But we're gonna go over the majority of the fights. I did a little bit. I didn't watch any tape on anything. These weeks come really fast, especially when you have fights every single week, which I'm not complaining. I want fights like every goddamn day. But it's hard to get your prediction videos in. But anyways, let's just scroll down. It's a short card. It's not a very big card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 or 12. I'm not going to recount. We're going to start with obviously the first fight on the card. Montana De La Rosa and Carolina. Luana Carolina, I think it's how it's pronounced. Um, you have Montana who's on a skid. I think 3 or 4 fights. Oh no, she lost. She barely beat Andrea Lee, so I'm just gonna call that a loss. So with that loss, she'd be on a 4 fight skid. And then her last win before that was in 2021 against Lipsky. That's kind of when Montana De La Rosa was a little bit more relevant. Apparently, she was a champion or something. That's some bullshit. She got handed some. I don't even know. Anyways, she's not a champion. But I can tell you what. If she can take Luana down for 3 rounds and just beat her up a little bit and not get the fight stood up, I can see her grinding out maybe another split decision. Otherwise, Luana I think is just gonna box her out from the outside, and and probably win a close decision. So it's gonna go either way. I think the play on this fight is I wish you could bet on split decisions because I'd probably put some dollars on that. But I'm sure over 2.5 or a decision is like crazy, like minus 1,800 or something sick for this fight. Luana got taken out by Molly McCann with that spinning back fist or back elbow, whatever it was. It just put center into the damn shadow realm. Her eyes rolled into the back of her head. It was kind of scary. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna go Luana Carolina, but it's definitely gonna go to a decision. I'll be surprised if it's anywhere near a finish. Moving on, Charles Johnson, Ramazan back, Ramazan back, Ramazan back. I think it's Ramazan back. Tamirov, who's an absolute fucking beast. He's from Uzbekistan. He's young. 5'5", 18-3. 11 of his 18 wins are by knockout. So he likes to stand. 1 submission, so he likes to stand. Okay. It's one big thing is he likes to stand and he's got power in his hands. CJ Vergara is a very, very tough dude and he got put out by him. And then before that was Ryzen, so he's got Ryzen experience. Man. But it's so tough to go against Charles Johnson because he's really good. And he keeps proving me wrong. I think I bet on him maybe like 2 or 3 times, and he's fucking me, Charles. You're fucking me, Charles. No pause. No pause. You're fucking me, Charles. Um, Yeah, dude. I think Charles is a little bit more well-rounded. He's taller. He's 4 inches taller. He's just 34 compared to 28. 6 years is elder almost. I don't think that's really going to play much of a factor. I also don't think Chuck is going to get put out because he's never been finished in 23 fights. He's never been finished. That's a pretty good stat. And let's go back here and see Ramazan back. How many decision wins does he have? He has a few. So, I mean, you can go Ramazan back, KO, or decision. I don't think he's going to KO Charles. He's never been. I mean, and he's been touched too. Charles has been touched. Not like that. Like, I think Zamagulov beat Charles Johnson though. Shh, don't tell nobody. Um, Man, this is gonna be a good fight regardless. This might be fight of the night. Fight of the night's coming early, like me. Let's go. Man, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Ramazan Tamirov because Charles Johnson's not gonna win a title. He might go on little tears every once in a while, but he's not gonna win a title. He is very good. He is very good. But I'm gonna have to go against him again. Ramazan Tamirov. Probably decision. Probably decision. I really don't give a shit about this fight either. Oh man. Oh man. Andrea versus JJ Aldrich. Andrea Lee, old as fuck. Absolutely. I say old as fuck, and she's literally almost 2 years older than me to the day. Jesus. Dog shit record. Old. Fuck, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight losing streak. This might be Andrea Lee's retirement bout. This might be her retirement bout. I think JJ Aldrich is going to put her into retirement. This bitch loves the decision. 32-5-5. I mean, shorter also. 4 years younger. 4 years in MMA is like significant. She's lost her last fight by decision, beat Montana, beat Na Liang, finished Na Liang. Man, I think JJ beats her. Man, I think JJ beats her. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that before I change my mind. What the fuck am I doing? I don't even know how to. That's another fight that I want to discuss. It's not on this card, but Marlon Vera versus Mario Bautista. We know everybody wants Marlon Vera to beat dog shit out of him. We're losing focus. We're losing focus. My ADHD is kicking in. We're losing focus. Where are we at? All right, yeah. So, um, due to age and being on a little bit less of a skid, or a lot of it less than a skid, how are you gonna go on a 6 fight losing streak? Don't even bring up Tony Ferguson because, man, he used to be good. Man, he used to be unbeatable. I remember Tony with his elbows. I'm like, ooh, there's gonna be blood. He was always fun to watch. Always. It's unfortunate what happened to him. And he's still fighting GFL. I can't wait to predict those fights. It's probably gonna be super duper easy. See, losing focus again. Anyways, JJ Aldrich, by whatever she wants, literally whatever she wants, she's gonna retire Andrea Lee. After this loss, she's gonna take her gloves off and she's gonna put them in the center of the octagon and she's gonna retire. So mark my words. Somebody owes me money if that actually happens. I really think it's going to. Moving on. Danny Silva versus Lucas Almeida. I have a weird. I mean, I have weird visions every once in a while that are usually MMA related, UFC related. Um, but I did see Danny Silva absolutely folding Lucas Almeida, and I didn't even look at anything regarding Lucas Almeida, but I do see that he's been knocked out once, and I see that he's been subbed once. I see that he's my age, so he's old, but he's a very tall, rangy 145er. Um, Danny Silva also a long rangy 145er. He likes to throw hands, and he's never been finished in 10 fights. He's only lost a decision, and that was in 2022, end of 2022. Man, he's got age on his side too. He's age. That's, I mean, pretty much it, to be honest with you. Not saying that Lucas Almeida is shit, but I think this is going to be a good fight. Two tall, skinny dudes beating the fuck out of each other. Give me Danny Silva. I say knockout, but just give me Danny Silva. Danny Silva. So far we have Luana Carolina. We have Ramazan Bek Tamirov. We have JJ Aldrich. We have Danny Silva. Next up, we have Douglas Silva de Andrade versus John Castaneda. This one I'm going to go off of like strictly like age, I think. Both in their 30s. This motherfucker is 39. This dude, Kajan, I think is 33. Yeah, anyways, if you're close to 40, I mean, that's a solid record, and he's still winning fights, which is crazy. But I think, yeah, Sexy Mexi's 33. Um, yeah, I'm thinking that 6 years is significant. Again, 6 years of age and MMA is like a lot. And this dude, if you told me that he wasn't juicing a bit, then I don't know what. Then I'd tell you I have dreadlocks coming out of the cracks of my ass. Pause again. Um, I think G Silva loses here. I think he gets finished. I think John Castaneda probably retires him. What does John like to do? He likes to fucking throw down. He likes to do whatever. He likes to do whatever. I mean, very well rounded. I think they're both very well rounded. But I'm gonna go with John Castaneda. Sexy Mexi gets it done. Next up, we have Ricardo Ramos versus Jose Mariscal. Um, Identical records. Makes it tough. Just kidding. I think Jose Mariscal. I think everybody is just on him. Every time he fights, people are like, "Oh, fucking Chepe, let me fucking eat your ass, Chepe. Come on, blah blah blah." People are on this man. 5'6". What does he fight at? 145. Yeah, 5'6", 5'9". I mean, a little bit of a height discrepancy, probably little bit of a reach discrepancy as well. Ricardo Ramos. I mean, he'll scrap anywhere, but he prefers the sub a little bit at least. Um, Man, Cheppy, and Cheppy likes to throw down. So, but Cheppy also has been knocked out. I don't think he has to worry about being knocked out by Ricardo Ramos. I think if he had to worry about anything, then he would have to worry about the submission. But as you can see, 23 fights, he's never been subbed. I'm gonna go. Give me Cheppy. Give me Jose Mariscal by just to win. Mariscal just to win. He takes care of Ramos. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised. Next up, should be a quick one. Austin Lane gets knocked out by Mario Pinto. That was fast. This dude is an absolute beast. He's 26, very, very young. He's huge, 6'5", maxes out at 265. 5 knockouts, 1 submission, 3 decisions. Never been beaten. KO first round. Man, he went to a decision here, so it tells you he can go all 3 rounds. Sub late, decision. See, KO. There's a fucking. He's even got a rear naked choke. KO first round. See, it's good to see because when you see these heavyweights come in and they're undefeated and they're like 9-0, 9 finishes in the first round. If the guy they're fighting gets them out of the first round, usually they're catching their first fucking fade. But it's good to see Mario Pinto actually went the decision a couple of times. I think he absolutely beats the dog shit out of Austin Lane. I think he dog walks him. I think he makes Austin reconsider his profession. I really do. Mario Pinto, probably knockout. Next fight, we have Sam Patterson versus Danny Barlow. Not shitting on Sam Patterson at all. He's really good, 12-2. Danny Barlow's on another level. I'm going to go Danny Barlow. This should be really easy. I mean, left hand to God. I don't think he's fought in a while. August of last year. He almost lost, actually. Josh Kenlin sucks. Man, I don't think Danny Barlow loses. I don't think he loses. I also don't think he loses to Ginger. I didn't realize he was 6'4", but he has been knocked out 2 times. When was the last? Ginal Ashmuz, so a no name in the UFC. What kind of knockout power does Danny have? Yeah, see, and how tall is he? 6'2". Man, this should be easy. I say Danny Barlow by knockout to go to 10-0. Yeah, give me Danny Barlow. Next. Man, this is tough. I'm really big on Hyder Emil. I'm a fan of him. I am. Also a fan of William Gomez. I think they're both really active, good strikers. Hyder might have a little bit more power. William might be a little bit more active. But you have to look at age. I know he's undefeated. I know he's got hands. But he's 34. What kind of a run is he going to make at 34? It's just, it's tough. It's tough to call. So I don't know. And there's a lot of undefeated guys this year, guys and girls, that have been beaten. A lot of people taking their first L's of the career. So man, this is tough. What the fuck? Anyways, with that being said, Hyder's 34, Williams I think 28. I think William. Are we gonna load? Yeah, he's from France. Joanderson Brito is a fucking beast, and he beat him. Francis Marshall is an absolute beast, and he beat him. Charno Aaron sucks ass. I don't know anybody else, but he's on a hell of a streak, man. He can't be denied. Morgan Charrier, and he's in the UFC too. Maybe that'll be a rematch for the future. But he's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dude, he's 12-0. He's 12-0 and he's 10-0. But William is younger. Give me William Gomez. He's gonna take Hyder's out. Unless he gets caught and slapped, which has never happened in 16 fights, so But give me William Gomez. Give me William Gomez. Give me William Gomez. Next one. Nazareth Hemkrost versus Esteban Ribovic. I'm a fan of Nazareth. Um, Good hands. Great hands. Great pressure. Esteban Ribovic. Also a fan of him. He's good. The dude's good. I'm just curious to see who's taller and who's shorter. 28, 5'10", 155. Lots of finishes. 12 out of 14. I don't know. Finishes. He's never been finished in 15 fights. El Gringo. Who's he fought? He beat Daniel Zellhuber. Daniel Zellhuber is on an absolute fucking tear. And he's good. Terrence McKinney, we all know he's kill or be killed. Kamala Kirk, no. Loic Radzhabov, he's good. Loic is good. Wow, he's good. Man, I'm going to go Esteban Ribovic. Probably by decision, but I like Nazareth. Give me Esteban. And you know what's disgusting? You know what's fucked up? This is the co-main event. This is the co-main event. Like, I could fart out a better card, I think. Anyways, Cody Brundage, 10-6. Julian Marquez, 9-5. And I'm not shitting on either of these guys. I'm just saying, like, come on. Like, look at the records. Cody Brundage gets lucky with, like, a bullshit little win that he squeezes out of his ass every once in a while. Otherwise, he gets finished. I like Julian Marquez. I really do like Julian Marquez. I just wish his record was like 10-4. 10-4 would look a little bit better than 9-5. It's just he's had a rough couple, 3 knockouts in a row he's dealing with. But he choked the piss out of Sam Alvey. That counts for something. Choked the piss out of Maki Pitolo. Lost a split. That could have been a win. Darren Stewart. See, he's good at submissions. Like recently. But he's well-rounded and he's big. Like, he's just a big guy. He's just old. Which kind of sucks. We might have to base this off of age again. Cody, his daughter's dealing with some shit, which sucks. And I have a daughter, and on some real shit, that's tough. I don't even imagine what I would do if I was in that situation. I think that's probably going to give him like extra motivation, like an extra push to get in there and fight for his little girl. So, I would really love to see him win for her. I'd really love to see him win for his girl. So we'll go with Cody Brundage. And then last but not least, Manab Kape versus Asu Almabayev. And I'm very happy that they gave Asu Almabayev a chance. Gave him the spotlight. I really hope he takes out Manel Kape. I really can't stand Manel Kape all that much. He's just his voice. I think it's just his voice. He's a really good fighter. Star boy. I don't know. I feel like you don't see a lot of Manel Kape's ground game. Maybe you do, and I'm just sleeping or snoring or taking a crap or something. But yeah, dude. This is a classic striker versus grappler matchup. Do you think Asu is going to get Manel Kape on the mat? Is wrestling that good? Can he get a hold of him? They're around the same size. Man, if he could somehow choke him. I might throw something on Asu by submission in 5 rounds. You know those 125 is just fucking. They do the pacer test back and forth the octagon, except it's like all over the fucking place. These dudes, it's fun to watch. I'm gonna go Asu. I'm gonna go Asu Almabayev. He takes the initiative and he gets it done and he moves up the rank. It's a guy I'd like to see maybe fight for a title. He's from Kazakhstan. He's been KO'd once, but that was like his first fight by Tajir Ulanbekov. Tajir Ulanbekov. He's good, and he subbed to punches, which means he probably couldn't get up. And we know Tajir and those Dagestanis. Zulfikar. I'm not gonna say that again. But anyways, let's give it a recap here. First fight, snooze fest, but we'll go with Luana Carolina. Charles Johnson versus Ramazanbek Tamirov. We're gonna go Tamirov. Andrea Lee versus JJ Aldrich. We're gonna go JJ Aldrich. Danny Silva by Lucas Almeida. We're gonna go Danny Silva. I'm thinking by knockout, or just Danny Silva by whatever. Next, we have Douglas D. Silva de Andrade versus John Castaneda. We're gonna go Castaneda because of the 5 or 6 year age gap, both in their 30s, but I think Dougie Boy is on the brink of retirement. Next up, Ricardo Ramos versus Jose Mariscal. This one is kind of tough to pick and choose, but people like Chepe, so I'm going to go with Jose Mariscal. Austin Lane versus Mario Pinto. Pinto by KO. Danny Barlow by Sam Peterson. I think we got 2 KOs in a row. Danny Barlow beats the shit out of Sam Peterson. Hydra Emil, William Gomez. I'm going to say Gomez takes Hydra Emil's because he's on a 12-fight win streak. And he is going to take his He's just going to do it. William Gomez, give it to me. Next, we have Nasrat Hempcrest versus Esteban Ribovic. Give me Ribovic all day. Cody Brundage versus Julian Marquez. Give me Cody Brundage. And then we have Esteban. Get the fuck out of here. And then in the main event, we got Asu Almabayev. Hopefully he gets a finish and he gets a bonus, like a $50,000 bonus, so he can get some proactive. I'm just kidding. I have multiple sclerosis. I can say shit like that. I can make fun of people. My legs don't work, dude. So it is what it is, and I bet you he doesn't even have that anymore. Anyways, thank you for listening to my horse shit. And yeah, dude. Peace out.